Hey everyone, it's Michelle from Mother Hen 5. I just went to my favorite Starbucks and grabbed my favorite drink. But it cost me $6. So I'm going to show you how to make my favorite drink from Starbucks at home today. Hey everyone, it's Michelle from Mother Hen 5 and I'm here to show you how to make my favorite Starbucks drink. So when I go to Starbucks, I like to order through the app. Makes it easier, you get some points, but I have kind of a complicated order. So first, I want to show you how I order my double shot on ice. So when I order it, my husband has the account, so it has his name. But you can see here, it is the Venti double shot on ice. No 2% milk, no classic. That is their classic sweetener syrup. Let's see here, extra cream and 5 pumps of white mocha sauce. So when you order a regular double shot on ice, it comes with 2% milk. No, obviously that is in place of cream. And then it comes with the regular syrup. So I switch a few things out, but this is what it looks like when I order it from Starbucks. So now I'm going to show you how to make that at home. This drink in the Venti size, they have a Trento, which is bigger than this, but this is one of the bigger sizes, is almost $6. So it's a little pricey. So I decided to learn how to make it at home. I have a Ninja coffee maker. It just does K-cups. It's not fancy. It just does K-cups. And my husband uses it every single day. I don't use it as much now that I make this. But they have some really fancy coffee machines where you can make espresso. So we're gonna talk about the espresso part of our coffee first. So for Christmas, I asked for an espresso maker. I had this cute little guy on my list and my husband got it for me. This is just a simple espresso maker. I think this, I'll link it below, but this costs about $16. You could spend $500 on an espresso maker. It depends on what you need, how much you would use it, so on and so forth. But my husband bought me this. I have used it every day since Christmas and I love it. It just works great for what we need. So we have this and a Ninja, we have a Keurig, and that's all the coffee appliances that we need right now. So I'm gonna show you how to use this. You take the top off here and it comes in 3 parts. It has the water reservoir with a little steam hole, which you need, and then it has this little filter thing. So first you're gonna fill this with water up to, you can see inside there, it has a steam hole. Don't cover that. You don't wanna cover that. All right, so you can see I filled it with water right up to that line, and then I'm gonna put my filter in it. I have my espresso here in these handy dandy containers. My husband also bought me for Christmas. And you can decide how strong you want it. For me, the stronger, the better. So I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons of espresso, 3-ish tablespoons. I'm gonna fill it up pretty much into the filter part of the espresso machine. And I'm already making a mess. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you can see, pretty full. You can smooth them out, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna screw the kettle part back on carefully so you don't spill water or coffee. And you're gonna put it on the stove. Our stove has numbers, so I'm gonna put it on 7. For you, it might be medium-high heat, might be high heat. You want it right in between there. And then I'll set the timer for 15 minutes. Any more, you're probably gonna burn your espresso. Any less, and you won't be able to empty the water. What it does is the water boils here, steams up through the filter, and comes and brews in this part. So when you're done, you should have an empty bottom and a full top. You don't want any leftover. So 7 for 15 minutes. And you could also listen to see when it stops like boiling over, but I'm usually like making breakfast for my kids and stuff and I don't hear it. So, okay, while that's cooking, brewing, let's talk about what you need for the inside. Okay, espresso. I'm using the actual Starbucks espresso, and you can get it at Walmart, whatever grocery store you have, they probably have this. You could get a dark roast coffee. Again, if you really want it to taste exactly like the drink from Starbucks, you'll want to get the espresso blend. But if you don't have espresso, if you don't have that option, get the darkest coffee possible. The darkest blend coffee. And then you should be close. I also tried Walmart's brand of espresso coffee. It was actually really good. And it cost a third of what the Starbucks cost. I think the Starbucks brand cost about $13. Whereas the Great Value brand, the Great Value espresso brand only cost maybe $4. Oh, that's not my kettle. It's one of those things I have sitting down up there. Okay, so that's espresso. Grab the Starbucks if you can. If you want to save some money, grab the Great Value, works just as great. But I can tell a tiny bit that the Starbucks espresso, it's Starbucks, you know? So let's talk about your cream, okay? Now when you order just a double shot on ice, they're gonna give you 2% milk. I prefer half and half. I've been drinking iced coffees and coffee and all of that for a long time, and I've always used half and half. So any brand, half and half works great. I use Walmart brand just because that's where I was this week. I've used Aldi, Target, anywhere you can imagine, but you want half and half for sure for this recipe. Okay, let's talk about the sauce. This is the most important part of the whole video. When I started making iced coffees about a year ago at home, I used the Tarani, make sure I had the right burner on. I used the Tarani white chocolate sauce. Notice it says sauce and not syrup. Don't buy the syrup, buy the sauce. This is great for at-home iced coffees. It just really is. It's smooth, it blends with your coffees very easily. So if you're gonna make an iced coffee, this is fine. For this drink, it doesn't cut it. So great for other things, not this. I don't have the actual white chocolate mocha creamer. I have tried it in this drink and it's just not the same. So if you really want it to taste like it came from the place, grab the sauce I'm gonna tell you about. These two are okay. They're not gonna give you the right taste though. This is the actual sauce that you will have at your Starbucks. This is the Fontana brand. And I got this off Amazon and it's $45. And you say, that is ridiculous to pay for a creamer or a sauce. But it's as big as my head. I've had this since 1/15, so January 15th. I've made one pretty much every day since then. Today is February the 5th, and I still have probably half left, because you can see it gets smaller up here. Probably half left. I use 4 to 5 pumps of this in my drink every day, so I'm thinking that it's going to last me maybe a month and a half. I think that's my guesstimate. But $45, okay, 45 divided by 5 is $9. Oh man, I'm so sorry. That was a real mom brain moment. 9. So 9 drinks, and I've already had this. Okay, 9 drinks at Starbucks. 9 times 5 is 45, $45. Versus I get 9 drinks for $45 at Starbucks. This, let's see, I've had one every day. I should have done the math before I started the video. 15 days plus 5 This is a 31 day, last month was a 31 day month. So that's over 20. I'm already over 20 drinks. Okay, so you see my price point here. At the end of last year, I was running around. I take Silas to school every day. We pass the Starbucks. I was getting one every once in a while. In December, I bought like 6 before we left for vacation. So that's a lot of money. So $45 at one shot, okay. Not going to Starbucks for a week, 2 weeks, maybe only going once a month, once or twice a month. It's worth the money. Okay, now let's get our cup ready. This was just a cup I had at Starbucks the last time I got one. So I'm gonna use this so you can see what is going on. First, you're gonna get a bunch of ice, a lot of ice. I'm a very extreme person. If it's supposed to be cold, it needs to be freezing. If it's supposed to be hot, it better be burning my mouth. No in between. Drives me crazy. Okay, 9 minutes left on our espresso. My ice maker bit the dust. So I'm using good old-fashioned ice trays. And you know what? I used them for the first 9 years of our marriage and they work just fine. So I'm gonna fill this up about 3/4 of the way. Actually, not in that cup yet. Let's see here. Pause. Grab a mason jar or some kind of container with a lid, because there's a very important step that you have to do to make this drink. So fill this up like a lot, maybe 3/4 of the way full with ice. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put 5 pumps of this. If you wanna cut down a little bit of sugar, you can do 3, whatever you like. 4, I can tell. 5 is definitely 5. So you want 5 of these. 3, 4, 5. All right. I also keep this in the fridge because it's supposed to last longer in the fridge. If you keep it out, it only lasts 2 weeks. You know, at Starbucks, they're going through these really fast. At home, maybe not so much. So keep it in the fridge. You're gonna wait till your espresso is done, and then we're gonna pour that in here. So I'll be right back. Okay, my timer went off and I turned off the burner and let it cool for a couple minutes. You can let it cool completely if you like. It just cuts down on melting the ice in your jar. So we have our jar with ice and our sauce in it. And now we're going to do our espresso. I keep saying it wrong. It's espresso with an S, not an X. Okay, so when you lift it up, you get this guy. I don't want to spill him, but that's what he looks like. Okay, so coffee's just so beautiful. So here is this part. If you go too fast, it will spray out all over. Okay, I stop when there's just a little bit left in there, and I give it a little bit of a swirl, because when it starts looking like motor oil, that's the good stuff. So here we go. See that? When it's black almost, that's good. You get every last little drop. Okay. She's a beaut. Okay. Now we're gonna lid it and shake it up with all the strength that you have. This is really important. At Starbucks, they have those little like stainless steel shakers. They're for alcohol. I don't drink alcohol, so I have to use a mason jar. Okay, and we're gonna just shake it up. You wanna make sure that all of that sauce is incorporated into the coffee and the ice. Okay, see that foam on the top? That's really important. That is what you want. You want that foam on the top. That'll That lets you know you're shaking it long enough. Okay, see that? Beautiful. Okay, now you're gonna pour a little bit more ice in the cup that you're gonna use. Again, because you want it really cold, not a little bit cold, really cold. Okay, we're gonna pop this off. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna leave a little bit room for your half and half, okay? So I have a little bit left over, probably because I used too much ice, if that's ever a problem. So save this for later. You still have that foam on top, that's good. Hold on. Okay, then you're gonna shake everything. Give your half and half a really good shake. And then you're gonna pour it back into here, just till it's full. And this is just beautiful too. I could just look at this all day long. Okay, and there she is. Some people just drink it straight and wait for it to go down. I like to give it about 3 stirs. And then go from there. And there you have it, the Starbucks double shot on ice, the way I like it. And you saved yourself a couple dollars. I hope you'll subscribe to our YouTube channel here at MotherHen5. We have all kinds of tutorials and information for everyone. And you can also find the ingredient list and Amazon links for all the products that I used today in my blog post. And I'll post the direct link for that right in the description box. The information down here. So thanks for watching. I hope you'll make one at home. If you do, let me know and tag MotherHen5.